Hello everybody, Aaron the Nintendrovert here. Welcome back to the channel. We are playing more Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe, and as you can see, we are on level 6 Egg Engine. So with all that said, let's just hop right into it. After our last episode, I went back, like I said, and got the energy sphere that we missed out on last time. I didn't forget to do that. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and get started here. I'm not sure how many levels this world has. Looks like it's 5 once again, I believe. So yeah, let's just hop right into the first one and get started here. This world's got kind of a very mechanical theme to it. Everything's all kind of robotics. It kind of reminds me a little bit, like this background here. This reminds me of Jak and Daxter 2. I forget the name of the, like what the town is, like the city that game takes place in, but it's very reminiscent of that to me. Just kind of this post-apocalyptic town where everything's kind of like you're just living under this tyrannical rule. I'm not the biggest fan of Jak and Daxter 2. I adore the original Jak and Daxter. There we go. I couldn't figure out how to light that for a second. But yeah, we'll probably play the first Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy, on this channel at some point. So I've got a lot of childhood nostalgia for that game. Grew up with it. But the second one, which I did play that one as a kid too, I never finished it or anything. Yeah, let's get this mic ability here. Just kind of a one-hit kill, just destroys everything on the screen there. Well, that one didn't. It took out a few guys, but it's got, we can use it 3 times, and each time gets progressively more stronger. But yeah, they just changed up the formula too much for me in Jak 2. They didn't even call it Jak and Daxter 2, it's Jak 2, because I think, you know, they knew that it was a very different formula, so it's not even really, in some ways, you could say, a direct sequel to that original game. But it came at a time when everything was trying to be real, like, gritty and mature and more, like, dark and realistic and dystopian or whatever. And so, like, I don't know, I just think the game really kind of suffered for it. They changed the gameplay, so now you've got like a gun, and it's just like, you know, Jak still has a lot of his controls from before when it was a platformer, and it just doesn't work. It doesn't translate very well to being it's like a third-person shooter, and it's like there's no reticle to aim your shots or anything. It's just like, it just doesn't work, in my opinion. So, I don't know. I know a lot of people like Jak 2. Maybe even say that it's the best one. I'm not sure what the general consensus is on which one's the best game, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of Jak 2 or Jak 3. I would say I even like Jak 3 better than Jak 2. Jak 2 is just frustrating. Yeah, we don't want to go in there, so we'll hit that so we can go to this door here. Yeah, that's enough of that. I won't go into a whole tangent here about Jak 2, because we're here to play some Kirby. Last thing I will say about it, though, is just like some of the challenge. Again, it's just like the controls feel very unintuitive. Like, unlike something like Ratchet and Clank, which I'm not the biggest Ratchet fan either, but that game is at least made with, you know, being a third-person shooter in mind, where it's got a reticle, you can kind of strafe around enemies. In Jak 2, you can't do none of that, and it just makes it needlessly difficult. Like, I would just constantly die in that game, but it didn't feel like it was really the fault of my own. It felt like I was having to fight against the game design. Like, I don't know. It just, I'm just not a fan of that one. Got the big moon in the background there. That's very pleasant. Yeah, let's get rid of that thing and just get this. We don't need to. I was going to show off that screen clearing thing, but I don't know. I really couldn't get a good opportunity to use it. There's those Adventure Time gnome looking guys again. How do we get down there? How do we trigger that? Oh, I think I see. We can drop down through here like so, and then what we do, we just gotta I don't know. Oh well, who cares? It's probably nothing important. I think it was just some stars. As long as we don't miss a energy sphere, it doesn't really matter that much. Get our lollipop here, turn invincible. murder all these guys. I guess is Kirby supposed to be going into like a sugar rush right now? Is that what's happening? I don't know. Like, why does the lollipop do that for him and not like when he eats the cake or something? Okay, that's just a 1-up, whatever. We don't need that. We have to have a cutting ability, so we don't really have anything right now that would cut it. Look out for these hammer things. Excuse me. Excuse me. Ow. Okay, here we go. We're getting another super ability here. We have seen this one before, but we're gonna see it again, darn it. So we got this big old Chinese dragon. Sometimes these enemies go flying into the screen here, which is a nice effect on the 3DS and Kirby Triple Deluxe. You could do that, but of course the 3DS had stereoscopic 3D, so it actually looked like they were smashing up against the glass on your 3DS. It'd do an effect where it looked like the screen was actually cracking. The 3DS, I think it's a really underrated system, and even among the people who played it and really enjoyed it, a lot of them just feel like the 3D effect was kind of pointless and never really used it that much. But I loved the 3D. I thought it really added a lot and was so I don't know, just so ahead of its time in a lot of ways. Like, I hope 3D makes a resurgence, and I think from my understanding it kind of does maybe every decade or every couple decades, where people start wanting like 3D movies and 3D TVs and stuff again. So hopefully that trend will circle back around again, and we can get another system with stereoscopic 3D. I doubt it will. A lot of people probably wouldn't care too much for that, but if Nintendo's next system, like the Switch 2 or whatever, had 3D effects, I'd be all about that. But like I said, I don't really see that happening necessarily. But it would be cool though, because like the Switch is already kind of a Swiss Army knife of all of Nintendo's ideas, that they've had in the past. It's a handheld, it's a console. You can play it on the TV or on the small screen. It's got Wii DNA in it with the Joy-Cons that can be detached and used like a Wii remote and nunchuck. It's got a touch screen like the DS had. So I don't know. I kind of hope the next system just has more of that. Maybe have like a retractable second screen to make it more like the DS, and also like the Wii U, where you could use like one screen as a controller and the other screen connected to the TV to recreate kind of like some of the Wii U games, like Nintendo Land, that had like kind of the asymmetric multiplayer thing where you got 4 people on the TV and then 1 person on the handheld screen. I just think that would be really cool. And then we got a silver guy this time. Hey, buddy. I think we might have killed your dad in the last episode. I don't know what... oh, you're an ice guy. Not sure why he's silver, then. You'd think that'd be more blue or something for ice. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I hope the next system just continues to iterate on Nintendo's older consoles, just to make it all the more the definitive one. Because I feel like... it would really kind of help future-proof the system if they want to bring like Nintendo DS games to the Switch Online library. You've got that second screen and stuff. Maybe sell the next system with like it comes with a built-in stylus. I think that could be pretty cool. But I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. There's been some rumors that maybe Nintendo will announce the new system this month, September 2024 at the time of recording this. But I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical about that. I feel like they might wait and do it in sometime early 2025. They said they're going to show it off before the end of their fiscal year, which will be like by the end of March of 2025. So I think it'll probably be closer to that. I think they would have just said we'll be showing it by the end of the year if they were actually planning on showing it in 2024 and not just the end of the fiscal year. So I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But it's kind of neat color palette back here. We got some blues and pinks and greens and oranges and purples. Kind of reminds me of like the like my parents' Roku TV, you know, that Roku background that scrolls by, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, let's hop into the second level here, or as I like to call it, level 2. Try not to get spiked here. Are these guys just in prison? Like, why are they in that little spiked cube there? Is that some kind of like medieval torture chamber? Yeah, I don't know. Kirby's pretty messed up when you start reading into it. Let's get this fire guy. Neck's getting stiff. Got a lot of spinning cogs and gears and whatnot here. Excuse me. These guys are kind of like those mummy guys we saw earlier, but these ones are in more like a knight's armor or something. I don't know what the deal is with these guys. Got for these spinning saw blades. Fortunately, with the fireball, we can just boost right through them without taking any damage, so that's nice. Got for these drills. Let's get the ice power. I feel like we've not used ice very much. Ow. Some ice cream. I guess it's good we switch to this. We got some stuff we need to put the fire out with our ice guy here. No energy spheres yet. Hopefully we've not missed any. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Nintendo's next system. Let me know in the comments what you want to see from the Nintendo Switch successor. Whatever you think it's going to be called, how much it's going to cost. I think it probably will be around $400. I don't know. Hopefully it won't be more than that. I know Sony recently, within the past like week, just announced the PS5 Pro. That's going to be, I think, like $700, and it doesn't even come with like a disc drive and stuff, and by the time you buy all that, it'll be like $800, and people are not happy about that. So I don't know. I could see Nintendo being like, well, we'll charge $500 because that's it's going to be a lot of money, but consumers are they won't be as outraged considering how much it's still $200-300 cheaper than the PS5 Pro, but I don't know. We'll see. But I'm hoping whatever the next Nintendo system is, it'll still be a surely, like, it's been such a success. I feel like it has to be like the Switch, right, where it's a handheld console hybrid, like a 2-in-1 machine. And I would hope that in docked mode that it would have a 4K resolution, and at least 1080p in handheld mode would be nice. It doesn't necessarily have to be 4K in handheld for me, because the current Switch, still looks pretty good in handheld, but it only goes up to 720p, and a lot of games don't even hit that. A lot of games will be like 480 or something, or like maybe 5 something in handheld mode. But if it can hit like a stable 1080p most of the time, I'd be pretty happy with that. In handheld mode, again, like docked, I'd expect it to be 4K. And hopefully it won't be too expensive, because I think evidently Nintendo's partnered with Nvidia on it, and they have some kind of a AI upscaling thing that they can do. AI sucks in a lot of applications, like with AI, like art and stuff, replacing people who are talented writers and artists and everything else, for something that's just it's artificial. It's what's called artificial intelligence, that doesn't have like the human heart and soul behind it. But with stuff like upscaling, I think that's a very good and practical use for AI. I think the Nintendo president, I believe his name is Shintaro Furukawa, if I'm not mistaken, is the current one. I think during like an investors meeting, he was recently asked about like AI in video games, and like where a lot of companies were doing it, and if he thought Nintendo would follow suit. And he put out a pretty good statement about it, of just how, how AI has always kind of played a role in video games. You've got like, he specifically mentions like, you've got programmed like, computer characters that, attack you or whatever in games, or that, you know, race along with you, say like in Mario Kart or something, and that's a you know, that's always been a thing in games, and that's not going anywhere. But as far as broader applications, like artists, like he essentially said, it was almost kind of throwing shade a little bit, while also you know, exalting the talented people they have at Nintendo. So I can really appreciate that comment, where he was essentially like, we don't really have a need for AI when it comes to art and things like that, because we've already got all these talented people who can do that better than any AI can, you know, essentially is what he was saying. So that's kind of, you know, that's pretty awesome to hear that he is, you know, sticking up for, you know, the actual employees, that we're not going to see any employee layoffs or anything in the name of pursuing AI. Because Nintendo, you know, you can say a lot of crap about Nintendo, and they're not perfect. But, you know, I remember when Satoru Iwata was president before he died, you know, he very famously, you know, when Nintendo was going through some hard times in the Wii U, which was, with the Wii U, which was just a colossal failure, it only managed to sell like 16 million units for the whole console's lifetime, which, for reference, the Nintendo Switch has sold like over 130 million units, so 16 is like pathetic. It was like Nintendo's worst selling console ever. And they would have either had to have laid off like half of their workforce because they just didn't have the money, or you know, they would have, well, what they ended up doing instead, because they knew that it would be just really damaging to employee, you know, company morale, like if people got let go, just worrying about the stability of their job, like the people who were remaining there, and that Nintendo's quality, the quality of their products would suffer because of that, because it would really hurt the passion and the motivation going into it. So the president of the company, he ended up stepping up and saying, hey, I'm going to take a 50% pay cut, and encouraged a lot of the other higher-ups like Miyamoto and people to follow suit, so they all did as well. That way they wouldn't have to play anybody off. And, you know, that's a pretty significant amount, because you might say like, well, 50%, he's probably making like, you know, if you look at that Bobby Kotick guy with EA, you know, I think he was making probably like $100 million a year or something. I think Satoru Iwata, he might have been making maybe like, you know, from what I've read, the Nintendo president only makes maybe like $1 or $2 million a year. Like the people in the executive positions, they're really not pocketing the majority of the money. The most of it is just going into research and development for more games. So I think you really gotta commend Nintendo for that. Yeah, I don't know what my point is with all that, where I was going with it, but you know, you've just seen here in recent years just all these layoffs in the past year, like in the gaming industry from different companies. But that is one thing about Nintendo. They have, you know, you never really see them laying anybody off. They're like one of the only ones in the industry who haven't done that. So kudos to them. I think like the employee attachment rate, in particular in like their Japanese headquarters, like in Nintendo of Japan, I think most of their employees have like very long tenures and like stay there for like 30 plus years or something, like very low turnover rates with Nintendo, which is great to see. You know, you love to see that. If only, excuse me, other companies, especially here in the West, like in America and stuff, can guarantee that same, you know, employment rate for American developers, because, you know, you got all these talented people that just get let go constantly for one reason or another. I think we're talking about AI. That's how this all came up, wasn't it? What got me on the subject of AI, I don't even remember now, but yeah, we got to take down King Do and Maundo here. Didn't we fight these two in the last episode? No, maybe it was Maundo and somebody else. I don't know. What power are we going to get here? Wing? Yeah, it's not a very good one. Hopefully we didn't need one of those guys for something up ahead, and now we're not going to be able to get an energy sphere. That would be very upsetting. Okay, so far so good, I think. Getting a little hungry. I might take a snack break after this episode, get me a little something to eat. I don't know what, but we'll rummage the fridge and see what we got. I'm craving something sweet. I don't really know much of what we have sweet. I'll have to check the pantry downstairs and see if we got any anything desserty, any little Debbie cakes or anything I can munch on, because I'm a tubby boy. Ow. We're back outside with the Jak and Daxter looking background here. Swallow this guy. Our flare beam again. I'll light all these up before it goes away. Is that all of them? Oh, we missed one. There we go. Climb, Kirby, climb! Yeah, it's very satisfying when you get these the super copy abilities. You just feel so overpowered and just an unstoppable force. At some points it can make it feel a little too easy, and after a while it gets a little repetitive, like you're just kind of going through the motions with it. But I think it worked for this game. They kind of tried to do something similar with the Kirby games that followed, where you would get this ability every other level that just makes you like super powerful, and it just got kind of samey. So I don't know. I'm kind of glad they dropped it moving forward. That's not so much of a thing now. But yeah, like I said, I think it worked for this game. But then after that, they kind of milked it a little too much. This one requires some skill here, though, to light all these. We almost had it before it disappears here. So I can kind of appreciate that when they actually make you work for it a little bit instead of just kind of just handing victory straight over to you. We got over here. Oh, there we go. There's our next portal. Let's hop in there, Kirby, into the star-shaped vortex. Once again, we got some floating water here in this interdimensional plane where the laws of gravity don't apply, I guess. Look out for these cannons. Oh! That's what Kirby is. He's a loose cannon. Excuse me, fellas. Pardon me, big boys. Alright, what power-up we're going to pick here? We'll get the hammer. I feel like we've not really used the hammer a whole lot. I'm kind of regretting my decision now that there's just this big pool of water in the middle of the level. Probably not ideal for a hammer. Okay, and it fell into the water, so it's gone. So we're just going to have to beat this guy the old-fashioned way. So yeah, we can damage him by just sucking up stuff that he sends at us and shooting it back at him as stars, because we no longer have our power up here. Come on, give me those balls. Oh, he's so close to being dead. We just need one more hit. And he is done so. Thank you. 6-3 energy spheres collected. Good freaking a deal. My nose is so itchy. It's over this way. I guess that's just if we hadn't have got the whatchamacallit there, the vortex. Are we going to get to the top this time? Probably not. And, hey, well, okay. I guess all I have to do is just not be confident in myself, and then it works. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-da. And the stars rain down, giving Kirby the money. Alright. Okay, we unlocked the water challenge. Sounds like some kind of a trend you'd see on TikTok or something. Like we're gonna bring back the ALS ice bucket challenge. That's what's is that what's happening here? You know, we got like this. It's kind of like a sewer level. I'm not really for sure what's going on here, but oh, we got those stupid slug guys again. I hate those things. I don't know, I kind of like them. They're so derpy and stupid look. Alright, let's get this flame guy here. Maybe we can see a little bit better. Okay, where are we going? Oh, candle. Thank you. Very creepy music playing right now. Ow. Okay, I'm assuming we're going to need this hammer, so let's grab it. Oh, yeah, okay, I need to break it with it. I don't know why I thought the candle would break through that. I guess because I think the candle can break through ice blocks, but not those steel ones. It's over this way. Oh. Where are we going? Where's this going to take us? Is this a secret? I'm not sure. Yeah, I feel like this would be a good place to put one of those energy spheres. So hopefully we'll find one down here. Hello? Yep, there it is. Heyo. Already got 2 of them so far. We're making pretty quick work through this level. I say that, and then this level's probably going to end up dragging on forever. Yeah, we'll get the fighter Kirby. We've not seen a whole lot of that one, I don't think. I feel like I remember that there's a boss, or a mini boss right up here. Yeah. Who we fighting? Kibble Blade. Kibble? Isn't that like dog food? Isn't that what kibble means? Why is your name Kibble? Are you just like an aluminum dog food can or something? Come on, Kirby, hit the switch. Get it. Get it. Get it. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Hit the switch. Oh my gosh. Kirby, no. Okay, what am I doing wrong here? I don't want to get sucked into that current. Oh, come on. Kirby, but you just... Kirby. Come on now, buddy. I don't understand. I'm charging it up to full charge. I'm standing as far on the edge as I can get here. There we go. Finally. Ooh, some spaghetti. I don't know what that other thing was I ate. I ate it a little too fast, but spaghetti. Meatballs, spaghetti underneath. Ravioli, Great Barrier Reef. Once again, gotta have a SpongeBob reference every playthrough that we do. Let's see. Okay, there's another thing. This might be a little luck-based. I don't know. Hopefully we don't miss it here. Some underwater milk. I don't think that's the first time. I don't know why they always give us milk when we're underwater. I don't know how Kirby drinks it while he's swimming, but you know. Good for him, I guess. They say you're not supposed to swim right after eating because it'll give you cramps, but I'm lactose intolerant, so I get cramps from milk regardless. So if I drank milk and then went swimming, that would probably be a recipe for disaster. I don't even know. Oh, we got healed. This guy's worse than those slugs. trying to kind of fight the current here because I'm worried we'll go past a energy sphere here if we're not careful. Well, it's probably behind that door. Excuse me. It's very dark in here. Need a key somewhere. I need you. Okay, we got a candle. It's not a key. That's a cannon. Cannon. Key! Alright. I feel like this hasn't been a super long level. I thought it would when there were 5 energy spheres, and I knew this wasn't going to be one of those levels where we get to at once from doing the dimensional thingy. But yeah, we're just about done with this one here. Grab that token there, little ticket, whatever that thing is. Whee! Nope, didn't get it that time. See, I got confident. I got it last time because I had no faith in myself, but that time I was confident and I didn't get it. That's what happens. Alright, one more level and then our boss here. Let's limber up and let's do it. Unlocked another mini game, Kirby on the draw. Let's see what wonders await us in this level here. Yeah, okay, we'll go with water. We've not used that one a whole lot. Kirby's got a flat top here, looking like Will Smith. Try not to get crushed again. So far, that's the only thing that's killed us. We got squished one time. Otherwise, we would have had a no-death run going. Oh, I made a rainbow. How did I do that? Okay, didn't even know you could do that. Press down and up, and then press B real quick, and you can do a You can make a rainbow. Hey, now that's just lovely. Let's crush these guys. Now that we just made a rainbow. Okay, now here we just gotta try not to get crushed. Kind of makes me think of that, what was that game show, like Hole in the Wall or whatever? I think there's other variations of that same idea. I feel like there's a lot of like Japanese game shows kind of like that where you're trying to fit in the shape and not fall off into the water or whatever. I've always had an idea for a game show, but I'm not going to say what it is because, you know, maybe someday, probably not, maybe someday I could get the opportunity to pitch that to a network or something. I don't want nobody taking my ideas, so I ain't going to say, but I think it would be a really ingenious idea for a game show. I've got a lot of different ideas for pitches I would love to get the opportunity to make. I'm a big fan of animation. I've talked about before on this channel. Got some ideas for some cartoons I think would be really cool, so hopefully one day I can put together a pilot and maybe pitch something to Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network sometime. But yeah, so most of my ideas are animated, but I do also have an idea for a game show that I think could be kind of fun. Okay, now here we got a little little puzzly puzzle. Gotta throw that, because we can't float with the keys. We gotta throw it on the conveyor belt there. Hurry and get to the other side and grab it here to unlock the door. Kind of reminds me of like something from Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Like the Game Boy Advance one, the first Mario vs. Donkey Kong that they just recently remade earlier this year for the Switch. Not the other Mario vs. Donkey Kong games like on the DS and 3DS where you got the little mini Marios and you do the touchscreen stuff. Those ones aren't, they're not particularly fun, but the OG Mario vs. Donkey Kong, that game's pretty good. And so was the Game Boy one. I think it was just called Donkey Kong. That came out in like 1994. So most people just call it DK94, so as to distinguish it from like the old arcade Donkey Kong. Yeah, maybe I'll do a series of that on this channel at some point. It's not like a super long game, so we can probably get through it pretty quickly. So I played through it when they put it on Switch back, I think, in like February of this year. It is a pretty short game. You know, you can beat it in just like a handful of hours. So I wouldn't mind playing through it again because it's already kind of already forgotten some, you know, quite a bit about it. It's been enough time where it is such a short game that I'm like, yeah, I'd be open to playing that again. So maybe we'll do some Mario vs. Donkey Kong shenanigans on this channel at some point. Might not be the highest priority for me, but you know, it'll be one to go on the list for games that we will possibly play eventually. Grab our invisibility thing. Once again, we're a wizard. Ow. Alright, we're gonna have to get rid of our invisibility cloak here. We hardly knew ye. Oh man, this music makes me want to just like put on an exercise tape, like a old 80s VHS with like Richard Simmons or somebody, and just put on a pink spandex workout suit and just... I didn't mean to spit out my item there. Oh well. Gonna get myself killed here, too busy dancing like an idiot on camera. Firm up those glutes, ladies. Yeah, work it. I'm causing the camera to shake. Okay, that's enough of that. Alright, and there's the end of the level. Wanted to make it dramatic and go through as we were about to get crushed. I'm not sure how low I could have gotten it before getting killed, so... Take it. Alright, and now we are on to our next boss. Alright, let's do it. Oh yeah, another copy ability room. Whoop-de-freaking-do. Come on, Kirby, get up there. Thank you. Riding the elevator. Woo! Alright, what abilities have we got? For this boss, do I want to do the robot ability or the sword? I think I want to go sword. Don't really need that tomato. I don't know what it's called. In most Kirby games, it's called a, I believe it's called a maximum tomato. But in some Kirby games, I've seen it called a maxim tomato. Not maximum, but maxim. And in some games, it's called a metamato. So I don't know if there's supposed to be some kind of a distinction there, but taking on the Metal General, it's like, for some reason it shows us, I guess, like how much damage we're dealing with each attack here. He's got like numbers that come out of him, so that's a little weird. I don't know what that's about, like it's a RPG or something showing us his, how many damage points we're doing. Kirby deals 68 damage. It's not very effective. want to try out all my different attacks here just to see how much damage each one does, though. I've got him halfway. He's going into his second phase here. He's getting a big old ship. Going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship, flying through the sky. Little Einsteins. I was trying to talk with like a toddler voice when I said I just sounded more like a, I don't know, someone from the Bronx or something. Flying through the sky. Hey, we're New Yorker. We're walking there. We're flying through the skies, yeah. Ow. Oh, this guy's almost dead, but so am I. I didn't get to blow up his rocket ship that time. Whoop. Kill him. Oh. Stay away from the fire, Kirby. Ayo. Well. It's one less robot in the world. That's what Kirby thinks about AI taking over everything. Now he's going to do a happy little break dance. Hey, buddy, we took care of that robot. Welcome back, Kirby. From here, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump to Landia's mountain lair. That fearsome dragon lives at the far edge of Halcondra. I think that's a reference to the development team. It's something about HAL Laboratories, something that's why it's called Halcondra. On the very peak of a volcano, surrounded by intense flames. Oh, well, that'll be easy. The road from here gets a little bit rougher, but I'm sure you'll be just fine. Just hurry up and smash that dragon into smithereens. What do you mean, hurry up? Get off my back, buddy. I'm doing all this stuff for you. No other purpose, just to help you for your benefit. So don't you tell me to hurry up, pal. I don't know. I'm starting to think maybe I can just trust this Magalore guy as far as I can throw him. Nah, what am I saying? He's not going to come and bite us in the butt or anything. He's our friend. He wouldn't stab us in the back. No, get out of here with that. No, he wouldn't. He's a sweetie pie. He's an angel. Or is he? Foreshadowing. Okay, let's focus here. Let's go for as high of a score as we can get, but as always, it doesn't really matter all that much, so just about died there. Go, Kirby, go! Ow. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just got hit by water. Part of me wants to start over because that's not a great start to the run, but again, as long as we get bronze, we're fine, and all we have to do to get that is just 100. So, like, as long as we get to the finish, like we've got bronze. But I don't know. Where I'm on camera, there is a part of me that wants to just wants to get all gold, but that ain't how we'll do it. Because, like, there's really no purpose unless you just want to, because, like, to 100% the game, all you gotta do is get bronze, so, I don't know. Is there something over here? I feel like there could be a secret-y thing. Yes, there is a secret-y thing. What we got in here? How am I supposed to do this? Ow, that ain't it. What is the game wanting of me? I don't fully understand. How do we... I'm not sure how we get in that. Kirby must have an ability that I'm just not thinking of right now, but we're about to run out of time, so yeah, we're probably only going to get bronze on this one, because I'm just going to have to make a beeline to the end at this point. Ow. Well, we might die first. Either we'll die or run out of time, probably. 8 seconds. That ain't great. Go, Kirby. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. There's the door, Kirby. Go inside the door, Kirby. 0.08 seconds. Alright. Well, that was cutting it pretty close, but at least we don't have to do that again. So yeah, I guess that will be a wrap for this episode. Next episode will probably be the final one. because yeah, we've basically just got one more world left. There's technically a little something after we beat World 7. There's kind of an 8th world, but not really. It's just kind of a short little segment where we fight the final boss that they call World 8. But yeah, we'll probably all just do that on one singular episode. That'll probably be a little bit longer. It might be a little over an hour. I'm not sure. But yeah, Dangerous Dinner. That's what we will be doing on the next episode. So thank you guys so very much for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like. And sure to say leaving a like and hit the thumbs up button, but that's the same thing. Leave a like, and if you want to subscribe to the channel, would be greatly appreciated. Oh, I just did a little emote. How did I do that? Kirby, can you emote again for me? How did I? Oh. Okay. Gotta press a direction on the right stick. That's what does it. Okay, yeah, Kirby, tell them bye. See you, everybody. Thanks for watching. Kirby says bye. Kirby says to like and subscribe. Do it for Kirby. If you don't, he'll die of sadness, like those sugar gliders. You know, like if you don't have like a pair of them, like it's just one by itself, and then it just gets all depressed and dies. Don't let that be Kirby, because that's what'll happen. His life is in your hands. So subscribe if you want to save Kirby's life. Alright, bye!